Shalom Aleichem, everybody. We have Pesach right around the corner. We're very excited to have a how-to guide to do this year's Pesach, which is a Shabbat Erev Pesach. There's a lot of questions community members have asked. What are we going to do this Shabbat Erev Pesach? Do we have bread? Do we not have bread? Do I bring out my Pesach dishes? Do I not? So Baruch Hashem, we're here to show everybody how to do Shabbat Erev Pesach and to fulfill all the halachot and the meals properly. So I want to remind everybody first, we have to do B'dikat Chametz. It's not going to be Friday night this year, even though that's Erev Pesach. We're going to do it Thursday night. Like regular, we always do B'dikat Chametz. The next day, we're going to burn the Chametz. You have to check the local times for your area, what time to burn the Chametz by the latest. And then we're going to come to Shabbat. Friday night, you're allowed to eat bread technically. It's not a sort to eat Chametz yet. But we'll explain for now for people who want to eat Chametz. If you want to eat Chametz, you can eat bread. Recommended pita, no crumbs, and eat it Friday night. And if you want, you can even eat it Saturday morning. If you wake up for nets, you wake up and pray the earliest sunrise minyan, you can go home early and eat your meal with Chametz as well, early in the morning, before the latest time that is forbidden to eat Chametz. And that depends, you have to check the local times for Saturday, Erev Pesach, what is the latest time to eat Chametz. But let's say you don't want to do that. A lot of people will be confused. Am I going to bring out Pesach dishes? Am I not? I'm going to have Chametz in my house, Erev Pesach. It's very nerve-wracking for a lot of people. So what we can do is, we can make our whole house kasher for Pesach, before Shabbat. We'll come Friday night already, ready, house is clean for Pesach. We're going to use all Pesach dishes. What are we going to do for the meals? How are we going to fulfill the meals? Don't we need bread? No, it's fine. We'll have matzah. Friday night, you're allowed to have regular box matzah and eat it and make hamotzi lechem min haaretz and make birkat hamazon, and you fulfill the Friday night meal. Saturday, you don't have to wake up and be in a rush to go into netz minyan and to eat it early. You can have your regular 12 o'clock meal on Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, Shabbat meal, and you'll also have matzah. However, we cannot eat regular matzah from the box. There's a separate prohibition that the Chachamim made not to eat matzah Erev Pesach. We have to come to the Seder with excited feeling to eat the matzah. So therefore the Chachamim said you cannot eat matzah Erev Pesach. Whoever eats matzah Erev Pesach, it's as if he is with his wife during the engagement in his father's house before he got married, Chas v'shalom. So he's jumping the gun. So what do we have to do? We have to go and make the matzah taste differently. We have to get rid of the taste of the regular matzah and add a different taste. And we're going to have fried matzah. You could do it either by cooked matzah, take matzah from the box, put it in a bowl of soup that you made already, in a pot of soup, let it absorb the taste of the soup, take it out, and eat that for the meal. And that would be the matzah, the bread, quote unquote, that you'll eat for your meal. Since it's changed, the taste changed, that'll be good enough. However, you have to make sure that the matzah stays in a square and doesn't break apart, because it has to be a kazayit. It has to be that it's a kazayit in order to make hamotzi and birkat hamazon afterwards. But even that, doing it, putting it in a soup and letting it cook that way is also difficult. So what we're going to show you today is what Rav Ovadia alav shalom, Maran Rabbeinu, he wrote in Chazon Adiyat to do, which is to make fried matzah. So we're going to go and Baruch Hashem, we have our dear friend Rafal Yakubov, big zechut he has. We're going to in his kitchen. We're going to take some 2 eggs. I'm not going to actually crack them, but I'm just going to show you so you understand what I'm talking about. You take a few eggs, you're going to crack them in the plate, and then you're going to go and take this egg wash. You can add salt, you can add a little bit of seasoning if you want. You're going to take your matzah, you're going to go and put it in the egg wash and soak them, let them absorb the egg. You're going to go and then you're going to put it in your pan and you're going to fry them. You're going to be careful not to let your matzah break. You're going to keep them in the shape of the square that's kazayit, the whole square is kazayit. And that way, after you fry them and you change the flavor, you can go and take these, you can make a bunch before Shabbat. You go and take this and use this, both to make Shabbat meal morning in the morning, and you can use this for Shlishoi, for Sudah Shishit in the afternoon. You should eat Sudah Shishit a little bit earlier, this coming Shabbat Erev Pesach, and that way you can say Hamotzi on this, you say Birkat Hamazon on this, and that way we don't have any Chametz in the house coming into the holiday, Baruch Hashem. I want to remind us also that coming in the Seder, you have to prepare a candle for Havdalah, 2-wick candle that we'll use during the Seder for the first cup. We're going to do Kiddush and Havdalah together. You're going to use this candle for Moreh Ha'esh, and then you're going to set aside this candle to let it burn out by itself. And then we'll come ready to the holiday. B'ezrat Hashem, through us doing this mitzvot properly, we'll have the Geulah, we'll have bracha, we'll have shalom. And when the month of Nisan we were redeemed, B'ezrat Hashem, we will see Mashiach Tzidkenu, we will be redeemed, B'ezrat Hashem. Chazakim